Okay, we are back again and we have additional guests, so we should hear everyone's opinion. So here is my chief Olorogun Tega. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. My name is Tega. Uh,
No, no, not yet. Okay,
okay.
so I will direct the question now to Chichi. So let's hear from our own point of view. So we will see if Casala boss for here, whether we will fight, whether we will fight. Tomorrow we know now. So Chidima, floor is
Well, I
yours.
believe that we are all having a conversation to learn from each other. So, but first of all, Mr. AKP said something about men being easily judged than women. I was surprised. Like, is he in this same society, this same Nigeria? Because I had to check my map to say, okay, where am I? Do you understand? And I was surprised because I don't see anything outside finances that they judge men easily with, because that's even like the main thing that they do. But now let's go back to the topic. For the natural versus cosmetic, I don't know. I totally like agree with the topic, because women's choices are always judged on a daily. If a girl wakes up today and say, "Oh, I don't want to give birth and I don't want to get married," there's something wrong with her. If a woman says, "Oh, I just got married, I don't want to have kids yet," there's something wrong with her. If a girl wakes up tomorrow and say, "Oh, I don't like how my body is looking, I want to go and do some lipo and BBL," she's being judged by the same people that will still slide into her DM to say, "Oh, babe, you look so nice." I see the one that will say, "Oh, rubber bomb bomb, watermelon, waiting be this way you get for back." But then
Okay.
I'm
I'm coming.
coming,
Please
please
hold
hold
on.
on. Even as a woman, as a girl, like when a man asks you out and then you say, "Oh no, I don't want," or that kind of stuff, the first thing that he thinks to do to you is to attack you or like to insult you with an. In fact, these days, Ashawa hasn't saw no the pain again. Growing up, na heavy insult when you if you go out, they cry, maybe they get it. But now, you know, they pain again because women easily hear it. You see a woman driving on the road, and then you be like, "Oh, na every woman sef." Or they want to abuse a fellow man on how he's driving. You go here say, "See they drive like woman." Do you understand? You
Yeah,
see
I
a woman
understand.
driving a big car, or a woman work hard, and then she come out and then she say, "Oh, I bought this house and I bought this car," and everybody's assuming that, oh, she's a hookup girl and a
But it's
prostitute or
also your own
something.
fellow gender that judge you guys yourself
The
more.
topic says, why are women's choices
More,
judged? The
yeah.
topic did not say, why are women's choices judged by men?
Yes.
So
So
now I am not doing that
okay,
with
you're
you.
not going to that
I'm not doing
area.
that with you.
Okay,
It
because
says, why are women's choices judged? I'm always going to stand on it. Women's choices are judged, whether by men, whether by fellow women.
okay.
Even we as young girls, we know how many times our choices have been judged by our mothers. So that's not even, but the question now is, why are women's choices judged? Why is it that when a man sleeps around, he's guy man. When a lady sleeps around, she's a whore. That's her choice.
Okay.
That also was his choice. But you see, like, men, they just give it to you like back to back. Like, even your fellow women sef. That's why Simi said, woman don't suffer for everybody hand. She go suffer for earth. If in possible say she fit no enjoy for heaven, man go judge woman, woman sef go judge woman.
Wow.
Yes.
So
Ah.
Chief Figure,
Okay.
honorable, I beg, what do you get to talk for this? What did you don't talk
Uh,
now?
she just raised some points. What I would say is that women, they agree they still have their own rights to do what they want.
Okay.
But you can see some women, they are good though. Their shapes are okay. They will still go with BBL.
Yes, is her choice. Is her choice. If she wan dey amoeba, na she go wear cloth, na she know as e go
What
be.
about if your husband say, I love you like this, I want you to remain like this, I love this shape,
The
don't go and
thing,
do
the
BBL.
thing is that
Then the money go and do
the
BBL.
funniest part is that, like Mr. AKP said before, he said, let's always remember to marry sensible partners. And this is not just a man, my sensible part. Why would you even marry somebody in the first place? That marriage is a big deal where there are certain decisions that have to be made. Now, when you are marrying somebody, marry right. If the woman says, "Oh, I want my body to be so so kind of way," that's her choice. If her husband says, oh, I like your body like this. You liking her body like that. For most of the time, I don't think women will still go under the knife when their husband likes their body like that. When their partner is not cheating with younger girls, with slimmer girls. He's with her, he's faithful to her, and he likes her body. And he tells her like, oh babe, I really love like how you look and everything. He doesn't bash her or anything about her body. I don't think there's hardly any woman that wants to now. Wait, sorry, please just hold on. Please just hold on. That there's hardly any woman that wants to do that. Now, for the ones who want to do it, that's because maybe they have like a self confidence issue, or they have like how they want to look, which is still their choice. It's still their choice. It's her body.
I have a question for you.
Now, you said the BBL thing, that women that do BBL.
Like, is the women doing BBL for the man not to shit?
Well, I'm not really a believer of anything can keep him. A man that doesn't want to stay would not stay.
Okay.
If you like, carry Agbani Darego for face,
Yes.
carry Bernice Bugos body, carry Otedola money. A man that does not want to stay would not stay. So that's even a very stupid thing, to go and even do your body because of a man. Because I read a post recently where a wife said she went to do her body because her husband told her to go and do BBL. And then I think there was a problem with the connection. And then I think she lost something in her body or something that she could not give birth. And now the man is asking her to leave the marriage. You are the stupid one. You, the woman. Now you be the stupid person. I'm sorry to say. But the thing is that once you are doing what they call choices, is that it is you that want to do it. Now, I cannot say why some people do BBL. Some people do BBL for themselves. Some people do BBL for how they look. Some people do BBL for the opposite gender. Some people do BBL because they will carry their last money, go do the BBL, and the money where they will collect back. BBL are investments for some people.
So the returns, does it come from the government, or I want to be ignorant on this?
Hey,
Yeah, she said it's an investment. So
the returns
Yes.
come from the men
it's like,
that spend the money.
oh wow.
Yes. What makes you think that we have a lot of men becoming women? What makes you think? Even Bobrisky, they use this womanhood pass me, we be girl.
Well, don't you think that it will go back to the first thing I said about men being judged?
Being judged, I'm confused.
Like you see those, you said a lot of men want to be women. I said probably they're running away from this judgment that comes with a man and provision. You see, the moment Bobrisky switched, the moment a lot of them switch, there's nothing like how much money do you have. It's now they now go to the side where they are even telling you that they have people who give them money.
Okay.
So hold on, I'm coming.
Okay.
Because you know when I first told you that men get judged, you said it's more like women are getting judged, and I told you that women are getting judged based on their decisions. Okay, you say why do we judge women's choices? But then you see a woman going out of shape. If you tell her, hey, come on, you need to control your diet. This is the point where you put a stop to what you're doing. Stop the late night meals. Stop the this. Stop that. Stop this. Stop that. You start hearing things like, do you even know what you are saying to the person does to the person's mental health?
Okay, so let me
Wait,
put this.
just a minute.
Okay.
It's her body. It's her choice. Whatever she wants to do, let her do it. If you even said it just now, if she wants to be a Moeba, leave her to be a Moeba. And then she's a Moeba. 2 years down the line, she wants to go for BBL. And then she goes for BBL, and they say, it's her body, leave her to do it. She'll do what she likes. And then the next minute, she's telling that her nose is not pointed. She wants to go and do a nose job.
Okay.
And then everyone is saying, it's her body, leave her to do it, leave her to do it. I think it has gotten to a point where we be like, let's stop this thing first. Can we just calm down and because you see, one of the things that kept people in check in those days was, this, what would people say? It's an African mentality. What people will say keeps a lot of people in check. It's you go to school, you are tired, you don't want to go to school, but man, if I go back home now, my neighbors they'll come, they say, what is this one go to? What's papa money? There are a lot of people who went on some journeys, or would I say some people they scaled to some heights because they were afraid of what people will say. I'm not saying that you should let what people say control how you live, but there's some point in time where you should not always have this island mentality, like it's my body, it's my choice, I can do it what I want.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
Sorry,
that's what I think.
I want to input something. So you spoke about the whole "is my body, is my choice." Every day, humans have the right to make choices.
Okay.
Generally, as humans, if you wake up tomorrow, say, I don't want to be good picking again, I want to do arm rubber work, it's your choice. If you wake up tomorrow, say you want to do Yahoo work, it's your choice.
And you get judged for it.
Wait now. You get judged for it these days in this society, where they praise them. Let's not even go there. But my question now is that approach. So you are a partner, and then you have a partner, and then she's going over her diet, she's becoming obese, or she's becoming fatter or chubbier or whatever, and then you want to tell her about her weight or how it is. Now, when they tell you that, when you tell women about like their body, what it does to them, me, I'm always, if you're my friend and you're my close friend, you're a babe, and I see that, oh, you're becoming unhealthy, I have to look for a way to tell you, because that's the only reason why I'm your friend. I'm supposed to always make sure that you are good, because when you start getting sick, I will feel bad that my friend is sick, and God forbid you die from anything unhealthy. I will not be happy about it. But at the same time, I am not going to judge you on those choices. I'm just going to try as much as possible to see. And let's always remember that these days we have a lot of women with PCOS, where they don't have control of their weight. You see a thin woman like this, imagine she has PCOS, she's like 3 of my size. They don't have this thing of their weight. They don't have any control over their belly fat. And no matter how much they gym, it's still going to be there. So most of the time, you don't even know if that particular person at that particular time is struggling with PCOS. And PCOS is not something to joke around with. It's not a joke. For people who get them, it's not a joke at all. Now, when I say, why are women's choices judged? You go to a gym, typically, you see men removing their shirts, doing their thing. Hot boy. But a girl wears biker shorts to the gym. Nah, shewo. A babe would dress decently to the office, wear a pants trouser, wear a top, talking. But because she is curvy in it, she try seduce Oga. The thing is, she has no control over being curvy. She has no control over it. That is how it is going to look when she wears that clothes. It is covered. Why are all these choices judged? Why? Why do men always feel like women, we ourselves, we don't get seduced, we don't feel these things that you people think that you people feel? Why?
You just said we're not pointing like if it's men or women. So you're saying why men?
Because for most of the time, when I'm talking about these issues of curviness, when I'm talking about these issues of going to the gym, blah, blah, blah. I entered a keke one day, I was going to work, and there were 4 guys. And if you hear the bashing, God, I felt bad. I felt so bad.
Who were they bashing?
They're bashing girls that go to the gym and wear biker shorts and all that, and they be like, oh, now what did they do? Where they will go gym, go they find man and all those things. Now, I'm not disputing that they are not the same. People go to different places to network, to do whatever it is they want to do. Like I said, it's their choices. But the funniest part is that even the same guys who do these things will still see those babes at the gym and still want to check them. I'll give you an example. I have a trainer in my former gym, and he got married, and he used to be like, oh, no, he cannot allow his wife to wear all these kind of things to the gym and all that, blah, blah, blah. But if you see this trainer in the gym, he's always touching with women, like, because it's women he trains for most of the time, and he's always touching, he's very touchy. But then he said to me one day that he would never allow his wife wear something like this to the gym, and I'm like, okay, oh yeah, now
can I go on a personal basis now? Okay, so when that gym coach or instructor was being touchy, was he touchy with you?
Yeah, try to be touchy with me, but
were you wearing the biker shorts that the girls were wearing too?
I do wear biker shorts.
Okay, you see, one thing we have to understand is, as much as it is nice to go broad on the digressions, I think that somehow we have come to think that it is only women's choices that are judged. Do you know what they call men who have pink lips? Like those ones that will just apply, like they just want their lips to be pink. Yeah. Do you know what they call them? Because I told you that you are viewing this society from the woman's lens. Yes, you have your pains that you feel. That's part of what a woman feels. But then there's the part that a man feels. You talked about the guys who go into Yahoo and all that. And okay, a woman is doing BBL because she does not have the body that she thinks is required for her to be the kind of woman that she wants to be. Lack of confidence. A guy somewhere is going into internet fraud because he's not confident that he can make the kind of money that he needs to be a man in this society. The society is
No,
pulling...
sorry.
Okay.
I just want to ask a quick question.
All right.
Now, you gave two examples.
Okay.
The BBL scenario and the Yahoo scenario.
Yes.
In the BBL scenario, is she hurting anybody?
Is she hurting anybody?
Is she hurting anybody?
She's hurting herself.
Is
okay.
she hurting anybody?
No, nobody.
She's not hurting anybody.
Good.
In the Yahoo vibe, is he hurting anybody?
Yes, he is.
Very good. Please, you can continue.
Okay. And then at the end of the day, she has the... I would like to digress because she asked the question now.
No problem.
Okay. And then, okay, she has the BBL. And then you're like, is the men that will come back to these women and be like, do you also realize that after doing this BBL, we have to be honest with ourselves that 90% of the girls who do BBL do not do it for themselves. They do it for men. And I would say that of the 90%, 75% of those men are other people's husbands.
Yes.
So yes, when she does BBL, a lot of people are getting hurt. They are housewives who are getting hurt. And then, even if the man now tells his own wife, go and do BBL, like you said, you know the man will still... Because probably before his wife is doing the BBL, he probably has had like 3 other girls do the BBL. So he's telling the wife, it's not risky, it's not risky. You think he's just talking from a place of trust on the medical system. He's talking from a place of experience. He has done it for a lot of people. You are just like the fourth. So I think that women generally should watch the people that they move with, the circles that you roll with. And when we talk about women being judged, most of the time, if you do a BBL, for example, before some guys will notice, it is your friends, the female friends, the female circle. They are the ones who are going to spit it out. Do you know that there are some things about girls that guys do not know? It is their female friends that let them know.
Like I said before, Simi already said it. Like, we know that women's biggest enemies are women's. Now, the question is not if women's biggest enemies are women's. The question is, why are women's choices judged?
Because when women make choices, they don't stick to it.
How?
You see a guy tells you that, I want to have this kind of body and all that. And then I go to the gym. I try. Like I've actually done, but the tummy stay here. It's not going. I don't know. Maybe I have no control over. I have no control over my belly fat and my
your diet.
Like I have control over my belly fat, but you see, I don't have control over this starch and wool soup and those things we have in Delta. But
it's your diet. You have control over it. Nobody put starch and wool for you. Nobody put gun for your head.
But then you see, when a woman comes and tells you she wants to look fine, okay, it's a decision. Oh, let's allow women. Do you know that many years ago, if you have a red lipstick, they'll be like, you know, like a young girl, 14, 13, you just probably rub your man lipstick, just come out one day say, on a day, you don't grow wings. You don't, come on, go and clean it up. Because they feel like you want to start prostituting now. Or you just draw this eye pencil. But it's becoming a norm in the society. They allowed it. Everyone, then the next thing they said it's not lipstick, they now took lipstick, they now brought lip gloss. And even the guys were using because when they dry lip gloss, you beg small. Yeah. Then they now brought lip balm. Okay, guys, we hold on to this one. Then these same ladies that were doing this eyebrow and all that, when eye pencil came, it was to add to the existing eyebrows. Yeah. And then mascara came to brush up the, is it this, what do you, the lashes. To brush up the lashes.
Oh, allowed
no, my mom sold cosmetics for a while. And then mascara came to brush up the lashes. And we're like, oh, well, it's okay. Just leave women, let them do their thing. And the next thing, lashes came to add to lashes. They now call it lashes extension. Mm-hmm. Then the brows were now getting shaved off. First, the brows were getting carved to look good, like better than what the God that made the woman drew. Like there's some we can do it better because where God gave us the ability to procreate, to continue creation from where it stopped. And then, okay, you now want to shave it to look, and then it's very, very fine. You see even guys do it. When they do it, they will not cut 2 lines inside. And the women that complain that they are being judged, if a guy walks up to them, one kind of young boy just go meet and say hello. Once they just look the eyebrows, just see the stereo line, papa, you are disqualified. Like you never mature, you be small picky. You see you say you even come shave your eyebrows. Men are judged. I'm telling you, Chichi, you just hold on. I'm going somewhere.
The argument is not that way. The argument is not that men are not judged.
I'm going somewhere.
Which statistics is higher?
Which
Men.
Hey!
in this society, no. Okay. Listen. Then some years later, they say if a woman wants to look good, she'll wear a girdle. Hold on.
Which people are bringing these insecurities on women? Who do you think are
Wait,
bringing?
okay, hold on. You are telling me that a man is bringing insecurity on woman, on the woman in his life, where you now buy a weave on and you wear it because I'm making you insecure. And at night, when you're going to sleep beside me, you take off that weave on and you sleep close to me with all back. Me, I'm making you insecure. No, exactly. You are dressing up. You are actually dressing up for the outside world. How many women do makeup and come to bed so that their husbands will see them
because
they do the makeup to go outside?
Because men always want their women to look a certain way in public.
Yo.
Yes, there's a way. Why do you think
Why
do you think that there is a certain? They used to say something that if a man get money and for a wife body, he show.
Okay.
God bless you. There is a certain way that men would want to be looked at, or a certain way that they want their wives to be looked at. You understand? If whether she decides to wear wigs, whether she decides to do lashes, if she feels that these things make her look how she wants to look, she should be able to do it. Now, the fact that if she commits crime, police no go and cuff am, carry and go jail. We didn't say that it's because somebody influenced you. No, now you go face judge, collect your punishment. Mm-hmm. Everybody, as long as you have, even before 18, if you are before 18, you commit crime, you go a baby children correctional center. Then after 18, you go adult place. Now you go see the shege banza yourself. Nobody they do nobody they stay with you.
Why I say men are
but when the choices now is that leave women to do this, because let's even be sincere. Most of the time, this whole, you saw me now, you say me, I put with one for it. Do you know how many comments from your same gender this hair has brought? Do you know the cash that this same hair? No, wait. Do you know the cash? Wait. I'm coming. Yeah. Do you know the cash that this same hair has brought? I'm asking you.
But then you're asking me.
Now.
And then you are more judged.
But yes, we are more judged. Yes. Because like I said, I can give you 10, I can give you 20 scenarios where women are quickly, you can drop a poll on your Instagram story about it to ask. You can never ever go anywhere in Africa. I'm not even going to talk about the European world, but I'm talking about Africa, and tell me that men are easily and more judged, more emphasis on more judged than women. There is no way. Marriage does not work, it's on the woman. Woman cannot give birth to children, it's on the women. Marriage, she does not even see man that will marry her with how good, decent. She's not anything, it's the woman. A woman gets raped for covering from head to toe with hijab. Where did she go? That's the question, not even what are you wearing, because they can see that she's wearing hijab. A woman leaves her child or trusts a father with her child, and the father sleeps with the child, and they say, what kind of mother are you that you will leave your child with the father? And that's the question. That's the first question you would see. So, a man cheats on a woman. They say you are the one that did not give him peace at home. That's why he went outside to go and cheat. Please.
I can see why high fashion is or why vex.
Please.
The truth is that
let's be sincere.
Women are actually being judged more than men. I don't care how you guys see it.
Let us finish.
Really judged, because in our African society, all the blames are on women. All the blames. The child did not do well, now your mama. The child not do
The fact that-
now you take.
The fact that from the root, a bad child is the mother's child.
Everything goes to the mother. Everything goes to the woman. Everything. A marriage crash. Now the girl and the woman not suddenly handle her marriage. Everything is on the woman.
Your husband beats you. They say you are the one triggering him.
You cannot give birth to a child. Now the woman not the born. They hardly look at it this way. Like, what is wrong with the man? So it's always the woman. I don't think men are judged the way women are.
Sis, in my village, if a woman lost her husband till this 21st century, she has to barb her hair. She has to stay indoors for a month. If a man lost his wife, he's not allowed to mourn. He's not allowed to mourn. Because according to the tradition, it is thought that a woman is not supposed to die before her husband. That's what they can put. The fact that already culture already made it seem that a bad child is the mother's child and a good child is the father's child says a lot.
Let me add to it.
Can I quickly ask a
No,
question?
the children stay more with the mothers.
Okay.
Can I quickly ask
You
a
understand?
question?
No problem.
Can
I
We
agree.
are judged by, if I choose to say, okay, I want to be again.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it now, SK, this skit maker. He just came out and say, oh, you must not be a gay. Everybody add to it. It's a problem to decide, like, I choose, as a guy, I cannot put lipstick on my lips. If you see with lipstick tomorrow, say, this one are gay. If I look fine.
Should I impute that
Yeah.
it's even the men that are big on this whole gay thing? Because women have gay friends. Women are the ones that always have these whole guys. They're the ones that have the friends now. It's not the men.
But
The
the
men
guys are
always
more
push the
comfortable.
ones.
What
Wait
am I
now.
saying?
The
The guys
men
are
always
comfortable
push
being
the
the next
ones around. When this guy James Brown started doing this whole this thing, did you see his sex tape? Don't be see woman sleep with him.
Yeah.
God bless you. So it's still the men. It's the men that will say, why this man they cry? You they cry like woman.
Man.
Why you they put lipstick? You be woman.
Man.
Why you they use? Why you even men that do skincare online?
Yeah.
Men bash them
Yes.
for doing their skincare and taking care of themselves and saying it that you are just being a woman.
So of course, a woman is being judged at every given point in time.
Is that like a man? Is that like a woman being judged, or the
No, like she is just bringing
roles are
it
being
back.
known.
No, she is just bringing it back.
The woman's name will always enter into the
story.
conversation.
Because it is associated with a woman. That is what we've known growing up. Africans generally are conservative people.
The question is that
We-
what you know growing up, is it the right thing? For a lot of things that culture has taught us, for a lot of things that culture have taught us, is it the right thing? Because I remember that culture also taught us that when your husband dies, you sleep with the corpse and you bathe it and then you drink the water. That's to show how much you love the man. But they don't do it for the woman. The man does not do it for the woman.
Okay, that is wrong. Okay, now most of these things that we learn from culture, they are wrong. And then, like I said, most of the people that we move with are not good people. So it is your responsibility to pick the people around you. Now, you cannot get married to a stupid man and then you are
Expect
coming
better
online
results.
to say, my husband, I imagine I just put to bed and my husband went to club, left me and the baby, and I was bleeding. My friend came and rushed me to the hospital. Men don't care. It is not men that don't care. It is the stupid one you marry.
I
that does
agree,
not care.
please. I'm very much
Now,
big on this.
when things
Please, it's
like this
time to start holding women responsible for
when
their
things
choices.
like this start coming up, women don't want to be responsible.
At all.
So they push it back to the men.
Yes.
And then they will now start telling you that
I'm not
when
even going
people
to
when
lie.
people now start doing things like, but you know that this man
Because-
always goes to the club. Why did you marry this man?
Truth
That is
is-
them trying to hold the woman accountable for that decision. But then what do people say? Women are getting bashed. They will still ask the woman, why did she trigger the man? It is not triggering the man.
No, but
did you not know
also,
that it was a woman
but
before you married
also
him?
let's also remember that when we are giving judgments,
Mm-hmm.
we should look at the two sides. Now, I'm very big on holding women responsible for their choices. Very big. In fact, I've gone to a stage in my life that I don't pity women in abusive relationships anymore, and I'm not even hiding it. I don't pity them. But while you are saying, why did you marry so and so person? Please, can you also add it that why did the man be? Do you understand? Can we hold everybody
Body
responsible and accountable?
Yeah.
I get so irritated, annoyed when you see posts like, oh, this girl was killed by somebody that she met on Bumble. And the first question they are asking is, why did she go and hang around somebody that she met on Bumble? For Christ's sake, why is that even a question in the first place? Secondly, was it early this year or late last year where there was these 5 women that were killed in 1 week? One was a girl that went to the Olympics. The other was, and all of them were killed by men that they knew. I think one was killed by her brother. The other was killed by her best friend. The other one was set ablaze by her boyfriend. 5 of those deaths happened in 1 week, and people started speaking up about it. And for most of the comments that men were dropping were we're questioning the women. These women are not even alive to answer these questions that you are asking them. And then you hardly see anybody holding the culprits responsible. You see people will say, oh, now because he follow Yahoo Boy. Yes, she's not supposed to follow Yahoo Boy. We know that. We agree. Hold her responsible for that. But please, can you also hold the man responsible for doing that to her? Because she follow Yahoo Boy, now you come and say, make you can't cut all her body into pieces.
So are those men set free like are they on the loose?
Yeah.
Will they cut?
Of course, they are held responsible.
This
for their
wait now, this gospel singer with them beats. This gospel singer with them, this woman with them beats. Osinachi. I beg, is her husband still in prison?
They sentenced him.
You got a death sentence.
Now we have to see if
Okay.
it will hold. Anyway, they sentenced him, so it will hold.
No problem. The BRT driver who carried that girl. Did you see it?
No, he's been sentenced. At least the news is all over the place that he's been sentenced.
The BRT guy.
Yes.
I never see that
We
one.
have a case
You want
in
evidence,
Cameroon.
so
I studied forensic science in school. I work with evidence. I don't work with
Where
hearsay.
a man actually beat his wife
Mhm.
to death, and then the guy was jailed, I think, for just few months or so, and then he was bailed. He's walking around, and he's going to get another victim, and then he will do the same thing. Then they will keep blaming the woman. Why did she know that he did this, he did that, he did that? Why is he roaming on the streets?
Me, I will still blame her too. I will still blame her too. For example, now one is currently happening now. They have tell you that this man is all shades of bad. He has married somebody. Funniest was that when he started his shenanigans that time, it was trending. His wife was covering up for him. Now, Kasala don't bust, chicken yansh don't open, and that person now don't take over. No wahala. My own is that as much as we are holding the women, let's hold women responsible for their actions and their decisions. As much as we're holding women responsible, please, let's also hold men responsible for their decisions. Let's not easily judge women's choices. The same way we allow men to go out with the boys, go out, spend whatever time they want to spend with the boys, do whatever thing. They make their choices. Allow humans make their choices. Whatever consequences come from it, let them carry it with their full chest.
How do they let them listen? You see, sometimes when people want to start judging decisions, it's not because we just as Africans or as the general Nigerians, let's put it that way, that would like to judge people. Now, there are things that my brother will do that will have a comeback to me.
Sure.
Now, if my
I
brother
agree.
wants to if he wants to transgender and he suddenly thinks that he's tired of being a man, just a minute, and he wants to be a woman, he's going to come back like, I am the brother of the person who is doing this. So my brother cannot be telling me it's my body, it's my this, is my...
Sorry.
Everyone is going to be like, this person is from the Ogbevire family. So I don't know if you get it. In Nigeria or in Africa generally, when we do things, when other people do things, they come back to you as long as you're connected to them. The next thing you see in Starblog will say, probably I'm vying for a governorship position, they will say, brother of transgender obtains a PDP
Yeah, I agree.
ticket.
I agree with
He's
that.
going to come back to me.
I
And then
agree.
you're telling me it's your body. But it's going to affect me.
Wait, I also agree with that. But I'm very sure where this whole topic was around was about that. Also, you said something and I just remember now. You said them Bobrisky, that when they shoot you, was it not because maybe they wanted to just don't want to be asked how much do you have and all that.
To be man not easy, let me the shift go women's
Okay.
side.
So do you remember Bruce Jenner? Do you know Bruce Jenner?
Yeah, the Kardashian.
The Kardashians' father.
Okay, yeah,
Bruce
yeah,
Jenner has money
Yes. And he did what?
and he switched to being a woman.
Because being a man is not easy.
Well, I agree. I also agree.
He has been what?
I also
He's been a man all through his life. It's not like, because if you are saying it's true, being a man is not easy. But look at the age. and
But I also agree.
Because to
but
him,
wait, I also
it's not too
agree
late
with him
to gain
about
freedom.
I also agree with
A man
him.
doesn't have freedom. Women want freedom.
Can
That
you
is
see?
why women sometimes I like to say that sometimes women don't want to be held accountable for some things that they do.
You can also say it like that. But what I am going to say is that if as much as we remember that when they say the topic says natural or cosmetics, so I am thinking that the topic is around certain things that should not really be harmful to other family members. So that's why as my friends, I tell my friends, oh, eat healthy, be good, because I don't want to come and start having to worry about your kidney failing or your liver having issues. Because if you fall sick, it's going to affect all of us. And I agree about that. But at the same time, this whole judging women's choices, especially when it comes to their body and everything.
Alright, well, I've heard all your opinions and we have all heard their opinions. So, give us a comment. Tell us what you think about all this. Thank you very much, Chidima, for coming.
Mwah, it was nice having you guys.
We appreciate it. There's a lot to say about this. And
A lot. Like I'm full of fire.
She even dey threaten you now.
No.
no,
If-
she's bold.
If we decide to go at it,
So I appreciate you guys for coming a lot. My chief, welcome. And well, we'll see you guys next time. Follow us, like, share, comment.
Comment, share, drop your comments.
follow
Tell us.
Wahala dey ground.
So please.
Wahala dey.